Today's honors geometry lesson is on section 7.2, tangents. The objectives are to apply theorems that relate tangents and radii of circles. A tangent to a circle is a line in the plane of the circle that meets the circle in exactly one point. If you refer to the diagram at the right, we can say that segment AP is tangent to circle O, or we could say circle O is tangent to line AP, or segment AP. The intersection point is called the point of tangency. So referring to the figure at the right, we could say that point A is the point of tangency between circle O and line segment AP. Theorem 7.1 states, if a line is tangent to a circle, then the line is perpendicular to the radius drawn to the point of tangency. Here we have circle O and line M. The point of tangency is point T. So if we draw radius OT, which is drawn to the point of tangency, we know that the radius OT is going to be perpendicular to the tangent line M. Tangents to a circle from the same point are congruent. So here we have a circle and we have tangent line AP and tangent line BP. Because AP and BP share the same point of P, then the distance from A to P is going to be the same distance from B to P. Theorem 7.2 is the converse of Theorem 7.1. If a line in the plane of a circle is perpendicular to a radius at its outer point, then the line is tangent to the circle. So if we have a line that is perpendicular to the circle from the radius, so right here, so we have line T that is perpendicular to radius QR, then by the converse we can say that line T is also tangent to circle Q. A line that is tangent to each of two coplanar circles is called a common tangent. There are two different types of common tangents. There are internal tangents and common external tangents. Common internal tangents intersect the segments joining the center. So if you look here, so if we have two circles, if we pretend to draw a segment between those two circles joined at the center, if the two tangents intersect in the middle and cross over that line, then we say that those are common internal tangents. If we do the same thing for common external tangents do not intersect the segment joining the centers. So again, if we take the centers and we draw a line, if the two tangent lines do not intersect, then they are considered to be common external tangents versus internal tangents. Two circles are tangent to each other when they are tangent to the same line at the same point. So circle A and circle B are externally tangent. So here we have line K, and circle A is tangent to K, and circle B is tangent to K, but the circles themselves are not tangent to each other. So we say that circle A and circle B are externally tangent. In the second example, we have circle C and circle D, which are internally tangent. So what that means is they are tangent to line K, and circle C is also contained in circle D. So that's why we say that circle C and circle D are internally tangent to each other. When each side of a polygon is tangent to a circle, the polygon is said to be circumscribed about the circle. So a circumscribed circle is the circle that is outside the polygon, and in this case, we say the polygon is circumscribed about the circle. So when it says the polygon is circumscribed about the circle, that means the circle is actually inside the polygon. And remember, in order to be circumscribed, or a figure has to be inscribed, the circle has to touch all the sides of the triangle. And we can use what we know from one of the corollaries, and we can conclude that these two segments are congruent to each other. These two segments are congruent to each other. And that these two segments are going to be congruent to each other. So this is the end of the lesson. If you have any questions, feel free to watch the video for a second time. And if you still have any questions, feel free to write down those questions and ask at the next class.